Oops. 1 second, folks. All right, I'm back, everybody. No, I'm good. Hey, Ken. Mark, good morning. HG, Christopher, Kevin. No, nothing going on today. Thank you, JC. I just read that. I do always ask. Murray, he did actually. Out of circumstances. Not sure if Penny's here. Hey, Miles, John, Sandman. Sandman, where are you from? Interesting verbiage. Lass and lats. Hey, Jill. She's doing good. Actually, I'd say she's doing great. Over your mic, Roger.
What?
Your mic.
My mic?
Yeah, pull it down.
Yeah. I'm not there yet.
Well, you're
Almost there.
we can see you.
Yep.
So, hey, Adam.
Can't hear me. Let me
Yep.
just say on YouTube. Can you hear me
50.
okay? I don't know if I'm on. Can you guys hear me okay? Just let me know if you could hear me. All right. Perfect. I turned my speakers off since there's nobody here except Matt and me, and I don't really need speakers to hear Matt since he's about 7 feet away from me. But let me make sure everybody on YouTube is here. I'll be 1 second. Come on, YouTube. Don't be so hard on me.
Nice, Adam.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Turn this here, put that here, turn that there. Hello, Kevin, Pete, Richard, Raj, Kriya, Jody, Richard, Barbara, SJ, Raj, Peter. How are you guys? Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. Look and see what the market's doing today. Now let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Harold, how are you? Let me say hello to everybody on Zoom. We got, we got a lot of people here. We got Armolfo. We got Adam. We got Bob. We got Cyrus. Yeah, total monkey business. Laura. Sandman. Hello, Sandman. Aussie. All right. Kevin, Robert, Jill, Mark. Hey, Jill, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Or actually, I've been seeing you a while, but I haven't seen you. It's been a while. You got stuff going on, I imagine. Mark, Kevin, Jason, HG, how are you? Janet, Robert, Bob, Cinia, Laura. Good, good. I'm glad you guys could hear me. Perfect. Jan, Karen, Jason, Chris, Stu, how are you, Stu? Hey, Ken, how are you? Good to see you. Eduardo, Darcy, Adam, Leslie. Volume sucks now? I don't know. So far, seems to be pretty steady. You're the only one I think having issues. Maybe your internet. Nobody except me and Matt. I mean, we don't have any visitors, so I don't have to. I don't have to turn on my speakers. When I turn on the speakers, it bothers other people in the office. Yeah, nobody except the two of us. Yes, good, 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 good. I'm glad everybody got emails. Kane, hey everybody. Gus, Ron, Peter, Steven. Actually, you know what, Matt? We can have Kane on the last few minutes, can't we? Kane, you're on here. Just let us know when you're. Just give Can the room when we dog and foot surgery, even with donut collar. Oy oy oy. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Jill. And I know how it could be. To be my entertainment. Good to see you. Good to see you too, iPhone. All right. Yeah. So let's give Kane the power, okay, Matt? And I'll go ahead and turn on my speakers. Hold on.
Good morning or good afternoon now. Yeah, there I am. Does feel like a Monday today.
Just wanted some privacy. Close the door. I got you all to myself, folks. And it's time to begin. Now, I don't have TC 2000 for you because TC 2000 decided to turn me off yesterday because they want me to subscribe as a professional, even though I don't really use them for trades. But nonetheless, so I'm doing that right now. It'll take about a day, so you're stuck with me and Thinkorswim for today. Also, and or with Bar Chart or Thinkorswim or a combination thereof. How you doing, Kane?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, good. Good to see you here. Right. So, first of all, first thing, do you guys remember what I mentioned to you this morning? I was on for blabbing for an hour about one specific thing and I couldn't get off it, and I'm glad I didn't. It's actually very important. Chat on here. They just want more money. Yes, they want more money. Oh, it's more like 20 times more expensive. It's I think it's about $250 a year, but I got to pay. That's right, Robert. That's what I'm on right now. It's 15-minute delay, and I'd rather just give you different data. I got it all figured out. This is what I spent this morning doing, filling out the what New York Stock Exchange, the Nasdaq, the American right here, the Option Pricing Reporting Authority, and ICE. And I don't mean the ICE, the immigration kind. I mean the trading kind. So I just got to get it to them, and they'll turn me back on. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. I was very, when you're trading, you don't want to be thrown off, and this throws you off. But I'm very glad that I've been thrown off at a market like this. Now, this is called chop suey, guys. This is chop, 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 chop. You can't trade this. Right, Bodine, right? That's funny. Mess up on the ice form and get deported. You should get a discount. Yeah, I should, but it really this be the biggest problem. It's more annoying than anything else. Discount for telling people how good it is. Only pro if you're managing money for others. I know, Ron, but they're being assholes. And TC 2000 apologized to me. It's the exchange, and the problem. Here's what the problem is. The problem is if the exchange doesn't see it their way, they're going to penalize TC 2000 for it. So I don't want them to be paying for my mistake. I'm not going to deal with it. Let this be the biggest problem in my life. I can afford it. I can't believe TC2 did that to you. They did. They just did it to me. I'm literally have my applications right now. I'm not lying. I'm totally serious. I could show you 15-minute delay. Do they realize how much you bring to them? I don't know if they do or not, or it doesn't really matter. But again, it's not them. I talked to their guy and he's like, look, I'm really sorry, but they'll make us pay your fees. I'm like, okay, I understand. It's not right. Exactly. It's what Robert just says. It's not a TC 2000 thing. Yeah, these forms are not TC 2000 forms. They're all going straight to the exchange. So, look, this is the small price to pay. You know what I mean? But you're right. It is a TC. It's an exchange thing. It has nothing to do with them. Yeah, yeah. It just follows the rules. While yeah, exactly, Ron. Right. Always something. Exactly, Brett. Boy, Brett. I got to get a t-shirt that says always something. Hey, Richard, what's up? Cam was interviewing me on Customer Service Live. That's great. Glad to hear that. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. All right. Did he learn? Let me ask you a question. Did he learn anything new? Was there any discoveries, any global discoveries beyond what we do here? I just said I haven't heard it yet. Yeah, big pain in the ass. First of all, I had to print all this crap out. Now I have to take pictures, get it to them. Oh, it's a pain in my ass. No. Did they discover, not you, Richard, did they discover anything new from interviewing you is there anything you want to share with us that was enlightening or new? That's what I'm asking. Yeah, it's all recorded, Christopher. They record everything. But again, my question is there something that they discovered? Like, is there anything that you want to tell us? Yeah, he was confirming if I do what you went over on the swing trade class you did last Thursday. Yep. Sounds good. I would contact Cam at Customer Service Live. All right, so let's talk about the market a little bit, guys. Another reason I left corporate, yeah, don't get me started with that. So what is the SPY doing? The SPY is actually looking pretty good on a daily. It's looking pretty good. The problem is, what do I always tell you guys? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. The big picture is we have a 4-day week. Earnings on mega caps have already passed us. Was the market able to rally a lot? No. Was the market really able to do anything? No. The market is being driven right now by geopolitical tension or de-escalation. The market started getting stronger again when Trump decided he and Putin were going to unilaterally solve the Ukraine war. It doesn't matter if it's going to happen or not. The sentiment towards it got a little better. That's all that matters, the sentiment. Remember, markets are being driven by sentiment. With that said, this morning the market was strong, and it was stronger than I expected. So myself and 580 people, mostly you guys, we did some digging around this morning, and we found out that the major thing that was causing the market to rally this morning was this. It was semiconductors. This right here. And I warned you this morning, and I told you that semiconductors are up twice as much as everything else. And SMH. And I warned you that if semiconductors give up the ghost, which they did, then the market is going, you know what, let me pull up my TC 2000. It's actually easier to show daily data on that. I mean, bar chart. I already have the graphs here. Might as well use them. Oh, by the way, good news. I got a letter from AT&T telling me that we now have fiber optics in my neighborhood. And it coincides with what T-Buzz was telling me a few months ago, and it also coincides with all the fiber optic trucks we've been seeing in my neighborhood. I'm very, very excited about this because my internet will be about 8 times faster. My uploading speed is limited to about 20 megs. And in the office, it's like what is it, Matt? Like 500 here? It's crazy fast.
Something insane.
Kane, I don't know if you've do you have fiber optics already in Cali where you're at?
Just not at my office, and I just moved home, so not at my home anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Look at
I go
this.
with the Starlink now at home.
Look at this. This is
Wow,
up.
that's
uploading
upload.
speed. Look at
That's
my
amazing.
uploading. This is crazy. Now this is like so my uploading speed at my house, which is what we use for Zoom, right? Folks, this is important because you use uploading speed when you Zoom. You don't use downloading speed when you Zoom. So it's really important because I do a lot of my work from the house with you guys. And I'm now going to be able to get, if I get like 5 times less than this, I'll be happy too. But this is where it's at work. Now, interestingly, at work, we still have both. We have for a backup, we have the wired and we have and the difference is profound. Is profound. Okay. So I will, William. I will. I'm talking about it right now, but that's very, very good news for me. All right. So mega caps. You see right here, back in the channel, and what's happening is we got closer to the channel. What happened right here? We bounced down. We couldn't hold on to this. Similarly, you guys remember I was telling you about RSP? How RSP, we're still in this here. We're still in this area right here. We're still right here in this area. Yeah, just all around really fast. And I plug right into my computer at home. So we're still in this channel, and I'm not going to get too optimistic till we break outside of this channel. Manuel says, you called the drop we had this morning, Roger. I know I called the drop, but I want you to understand why. That's the key. The key is I looked at the market. I saw that, nice, Brad. Very good to see that. I saw that we're still in this channel. I saw the mega caps. I saw that this morning we were only up like half a point on everything, but this thing we were up big. And again, you can rewatch the morning video. And I said we're very dangerous right now because the only thing that's holding up these chip stocks is this. And if Nvidia gives up the ghost, bye-bye, because there's nothing else. You always have to, if I didn't get out this morning after Roger called it, it would not be green on the day. Oh, well, I'm glad you got out. New high 3 days in a row. Yeah, Meta is not hurting that either. My point is, when you're looking at the market, and here's a lesson for you guys, and I don't understand why nobody talks about this. It's like this doesn't exist in academic trading, but it exists in real world more than anything. Trading and teaching trading is very different. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it behooves me. If you see, and I've taught you this, always seek out the catalyst. Always seek out the catalyst for good and bad. Why? Because that's the linchpin. That's the canary in the coal mine. So let's say this morning, let me give you an alternate scenario. There's a really strong learning lesson here. And by the way, notice I wasn't looking at the 5-minute chart. I was looking at the big picture. I was looking at the big, good, happy birthday, Angie. All the best to you. I hope you get everything you want this year. And I know last year was kind of rough on you, but I hope you get everything you want this year. So let's go back to what I was saying. So let's say I was looking at the market this morning. And just quickly while we're here, let me look at the futures. Now, I said two things this morning. I said, number one, the Dow, this was up over 100 points on the NASDAQ. The Dow was up about 100, I think about 80 to 100 points. That's random on the Dow. That's not much. Number two, momentum on the Russell was really, really weak. $50, 46 and 52%. So not all indexes were looking amazing. Okay. The bond market this morning, what was the bond market? Bond market was down. It was down 0.50, 0.60. It wasn't down this much. Not that it's down all that much, but it gapped down. So everything I'm talking about right now is a big red flag. So let's say conversely, the Dow was really, really strong. The bonds were really high. Okay. We really didn't have much global news. So let's say global news is the same, everything was the same, but let's say the bonds were higher, and let's say the blue chips were higher. I would have said, folks, we have support from bonds, and we have support from the broad market. When I looked this morning, the only thing I saw that was up beyond random was Nvidia. And what did Nvidia do? It distorts the SMH. The SMH has a lot of firepower. It makes the tech looks high. But when you look at the mega caps together, what happens? Right there. You got to look at it together. And that where are we right now? Let's look. Where are we right now? Do you guys remember? I keep showing you this every day. I could day trade off of this daily chart. And I could probably get better accuracy than people using 100,000 indicators on their 5-minute chart, because this gives me the big perspective. Remember when we came down here, we went right back into this. I said, we're probably just going to chop around. When we broke this, I said, I thought we were going to get tighter and tighter here. And then we broke down, and then immediately we went back up. I didn't change any of this. And now it looks like we're getting tighter. Looks like we're going to get tighter and tighter here. And you know what that means for us? Less soup, less volatility. Because look what happens. Tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter. The chart is small, Roger's big. You can change that bill on your computer. On my computer, the chart is full screen and I'm about 1.5 inches. They will, and they may. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem, Adam. Here's the question. Here's the $1 trillion question. Earnings just passed. When are they going to show their hand? Earnings just passed, and the first knock at the doors to the downside. And earnings are overextended right now, and there's nothing really that great out there. There's no major catalyst. So my question is, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope they go up. I really do. But what is going to cause it? There's a few things that can cause it. We can have another big. Trump can really cool off with all this, tariffs, and he could cool off with that, which I think he's going to do. I think that we're going to see Fed being fairly close to keeping it close to the vest, especially with Trump. They're not going to say anything stupid because he's going to call them on it like this faster than I'm going to call them on it. And there's what is going to cause AI. We can have another AI boost. That'll do it. What do you think? What do you think, Kane? I'm thinking in the next 2-3 weeks, what do we have that's really all that great? And I'm not trying to be a grim reaper here. I'm just trying to think what can really spruce up the market. Can you think of anything?
No, not really. I would think that unless the dollar moves, if the dollar moves, that could help. But as far as a catalyst of why the dollar would move, I don't really have anything.
Yeah. Ron, you're right. You're right. Nvidia earnings, that could be a good one. Well, the bond market, you need a catalyst. So, Adam, when I say catalyst, I'm kind of saying the bond market. So it's not just going to technically move. The bond market's like the most boring, choppiest market in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, HG. Maybe something political. I think we're saying the same thing, but I'm not seeing anything in the stock market. Do you remember a year ago, the word AI would make these stocks just rip? So my point is, we just had earnings on almost every mega cap stock, and we've been doing this. So the question is, if earnings couldn't do it, if CPI couldn't do it, if PPI couldn't do it, if election couldn't do it, what is going to do it? That's the question I have. You see?
Well, I do think there's something interesting. Surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
You said CPI and PPI didn't do it, but if I remember correctly, they were bad.
They were bad.
And we didn't go down.
We didn't go down. No, we went up. Remember how bullish I got afterwards.
Something different.
No. I'm talking about a catalyst, not directional catalyst, just any type of catalyst. I'm not really talking about direction. And as you could see, this is a pretty symmetrical triangle. So I am right now at a 50-50. So I'm not really saying good or bad. I'm saying anything, just movement. What can cause this movement? The only thing, honestly, the only thing aside from politics, which is pretty obvious, which obviously impacts the bond market. That's number one. And Nvidia, I'm thinking, what else is there? Yeah, what would be the reason for the move? What would cause the move? So, and again, I can't think of anything right now. FOMC this week, minutes? Nah,
My
they got no firepower there.
my
Nothing. I can't think of anything. And the problem is this, folks. If I can't think of anything, what do you think the hedge funds are sitting there thinking? The exact same thing I'm thinking. There's really nothing. Yes, but well, that's political. Peace talks between Russia and Ukraine would be huge. That would be a huge catalyst. That's a huge catalyst. But
uh,
uh, uh, I mean,
I don't think I made my point very clear.
tell me. Well, what's your point?
Well, my point was that with inflation being worse than it was a year ago, with the CPI and PPI,
Yes.
the market not going down.
Yes.
What I'm saying is the catalyst you need to move it up, move the market up, in my opinion, is doesn't need to be as big, because if we're ignoring inflation data, clearly we have an internal bias to the upside.
Absolutely, no question. And I already gave my reasons for that. I agree with you 100%. There's definitely a bias to the upside. And I think the biggest reason is because I think the Fed is going to, I think interest rates are going to start going down, just not when the Fed wanted them to, but around summertime. And the market is looking ahead on that. So yeah, I agree with you. But I'm trying to be neutral. I'm trying to say, okay, good and bad, just anything at all. Like, what's the next? Because look, based on what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but based on what you're saying, we can just kind of continue. What you're saying isn't answering the question, how are we going to get out of this? What you're saying basically means is, even if we get bad news, we may just kind of stick around here.
No, well,
You think the good news, it'll be that good that it'll.
what I'm saying is that clearly the expectation is bullish. So, if you're evaluating what catalyst you need, you know how you said, okay, the Fed thing has no firepower, Nvidia earnings. I mean, what is
Right.
that really going to do? But if the market really wants to go up and it's looking for any reason to go up, if we get a little bit of good news from any of those reports, you might see a more outsized reaction than normal. So
Very
you
much so.
might not need a big catalyst, just a little something.
Very possible. Very possible. So far, in the last 3-4 weeks, I mean, the last couple of months, with all the news, directional strangles have not been working. So, and we know why. So I hope you're right, because I would love to go either here or here, but I just don't want to stay here. We can work with this and we can work with this very well. We just can't work with this. This is going to screw us up. Because what happens if you get no movement from the market? What happens if the Magnificent Seven keep going down? So I hope you're right, because so far it hasn't happened. But I hope you're right, because we definitely need it. And I just don't see, I don't see it. But I hope you're right. All right. China. Yeah, that's geopolitical. But yeah, China, Middle East, China, probably not Middle East, China, Ukraine, Nvidia. I think those are the three things. But again, this is the problem. Technically, I don't like where this is going. And here's the other side of the coin. That's
Yeah,
the other side.
if I was managing money professionally right now, I'd probably be more inclined to take money out of the Mag Sevens and look for a return somewhere else. So that's gonna yes, we could see upside to the S&P 500, but I think we'd probably be limited to about 620 on the SPY. And then you're going to see, because I think it'll be largely driven more by retail than by big money. So
Well,
I'd
go
be
ahead,
looking
go ahead.
at like maybe mid caps or small caps if we're looking for outsized gains.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That would be ideal. And I agree with you. I don't think we're going to see that upside from the mega caps, but we could see it from the broad market. Although earnings valuations are getting pretty big. But there is one other wrinkle, and I've held one card back from you. guys. And that card that I've held back is, according to institutional data this week, institutions are loaded up to the tilt right now.
Mm.
They're not holding cash. They're holding positions right now.
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons why you're not seeing firepower right now is because they're just sitting there waiting. They're not really doing much right now. Hence, there's not a lot of volume right now. So does that change anybody's opinion, knowing that right now institutions are to the tilt? That there's not a lot of cash right now?
Yeah. I mean, if they're full up and they're full up on mags, then they're going to have to liquidate those in order to make room for something else, right? So that would give
Right.
you a bias to the downside.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, very good discussion. Very good discussion. And again, there's no right or there really isn't a right or wrong here. There really isn't a right or wrong here. I think we're all saying a different variation of the same thing. We're all being very, very cautious right now. But they are tilted to the tilt right now. That was the report from Morgan Stanley this morning and from Citibank this morning, that their exposure is very, very institutions right now are full on right now. Full on. Now, makes sense. Market made a new high, right? I mean, but look at the quality of this move. Look at the size of these candles. Friday's the move was 1/5 the size of the previous day's move. And then today, I mean, it's a little better so far, but not really good. All right, let me give you guys stocks that I like. And Kane, you and I have a class today at 1:00.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun. And boy, oh boy, we've been getting some amazing feedback on this. Matt, do you have a link you want to share with everybody?
Yep.
Tesla for long. I hope they keep hating on Elon so I can keep on loading Tesla for long-term portfolio. How's Tesla doing today, by the way? Let me check. Yeah, remember what I was telling you guys on Friday, keying off the 8-day? Eight days right there. Right there. Don't be surprised if it tests right here, the 100-day moving average. Remember, bounce off the 100-day, huff and puff, consolidate for a few days, and then come right back down? I remember somebody talking about that a few days ago in this room. All right. All right. First stock, HRB. Strong downtrend. I would wait for the stock. To break below this area here, so it's not ready yet. Okay, we needs to break down a little more. SG. Yeah, Jamal. Seasonality is not good in February. Sweetgrass. Let's do the options here. Go 321 expiration. No, that's not good. Yeah, 321 expiration. Be looking at puts. We will be looking at a delta of right here. The 31 puts. 31 puts. 31 days till expiration, 321. Richard, I think they caught me and decided to make me into a professional, so I have to resend my documents to them. So they put me on a 15-minute delay till I do so. This is what I've been dealing with this morning. I talked about it here.
And a bad printer.
And a bad printer, yeah. Yeah, that printer is annoying. DNB, Dun & Bradstreet. Now, I'm going to give you some information about this company. The owner may be selling it. They moved to Jacksonville, and they're in the town center. Did you know that, Matt?
Did not.
Yeah. Lower highs coming down. Yeah, the owner may be selling it.
What is it?
Dun & Bradstreet.
No, I mean
321, 31 days till expiration. Delta of right here, 70, 15 puts. That's okay. No biggie. Just today, I'm going to get it to them. Hopefully today or tomorrow we'll be back in action. It happens. This is why I have TC2000. This is why I have bar chart, everything. Right here's the ticker symbol right there. You're welcome, Pink Sparkles. Iron Mountain. I find it with a white background, it's easier for me to see the quality of the trend. I don't know why, maybe because I'm used to looking at it for so many years, but I may change my background in 2000 to white. Tesla looks like it wants to come down again. I'm looking at it right now, actually. I just realized I'm looking at it delayed 15 minutes. The funniest thing. Three-seven expiration, IRM. Gonna go to puts. We're gonna go to right here. 97 strike price. 97 strike price puts. 17 days till expiration. 3-7 is the date. Only have a couple more left, and we'll move to the call side. I want to talk about Kane's new program. I'm very excited about that. All right, nice downtrend. Now this is a smaller stock, so if we get a little bit of a slowdown in the Russell, which had trouble bypassing the 50-day moving average to the upside, we may get more downside here. But this is a smaller stock that tends to be more correlated with the smaller stocks, with the Russell 2000 stock. Can you imagine trying to make me sign professional documents like I'm a professional? I'm no professional. I teach trading. Changes. Right here, 95. 95. 95. Put. 321. Ah, that's pretty funny, Bodine. That's pretty funny. Yep. That's right, RM. The dog's crosshairs. That's right. How's everybody on YouTube? You guys have any questions for me? Please let me know if you do. It's funny. HP. That's pretty funny. I got to say, you guys crack me up. Very low volume on the SPY today because institutions are sitting there doing nothing. 31 days till expiration, HP. Yeah, they know about Clyde. That's the problem, Cyrus. They know about Clyde. Delta. Deltas are all screwed up here. Right here. Go, they're too, they're right here, 35. Go to the 35. Or 30. You could even do 30. You could do 30. That's fine. Right here. How did they flag me as a professional? The exchanges. They don't do anything. They're like, if we say okay to you, they're going to charge us. And I like TC2000. I don't want them to... Naples fan says, I'm still waiting for you to drive over and make... Wouldn't it be funny if I show up at your house, Naples fan, knock on your door, and then like, hey, can I put on some trades for you? Wouldn't that be funny, Matt? If I actually did that one day? I like date because I have all my levels and VWAPs on here, and I could use anything. I could use whatever. I could use like Fidelity. All right, let's move to the long side. I'm already here. I figured I just don't want to. Paulie, I'm too upset. All right. If you guys like Thinkorswim, I could use Thinkorswim tomorrow. GE is looking very nice right now. Palantir, look at you. Very, very nice. Yeah, I show up with a camera crew and start placing trades. This is very nice. This is very, very nice.
We could hop onto that RV you were talking about, get the satellite on top, and then drive around to people's places and trade.
Wouldn't that be something, Kane?
That would be hilarious. We'd make a whole YouTube video series, a TV series about it.
Exactly. That would be funny if I decided to do that. 217.50. On the road with Uncle Rogers and friend. Yeah, that would be great, Dale. I love it. 217.50. Right here, 70. Right here, 217.50. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on pull. Thank you, Brendan. So you got to watch me like a hawk. Right here, 205. 205 calls. 205. Really like these too. I may put these on later today. Yeah, start in the East Coast, come to it. It only takes about 5 days to get to LA. JetBlue looked pretty good when I was looking at it this morning. Yeah, that was GE. Yeah, 50 trades in 50 states, right? That would be the funniest thing in the world. Now, my wife said she'd never come. She's never setting her. I threaten her with an RV trip every year for the last 25 years. This is nice. It's in a gap right now. It's a nice looking stock right now. Got 17 days, maybe even go 21 days on this. It's a little choppy. We will go 68 Delta's fine. Yeah, it's a cheap stock too. You can buy the 7. Oh, Booker did it, huh? Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's funny too, Adam. Not in a good way though. R looks good. Writer looks really good. Starting to look at this consolidation. I bet you it looks good on a weekly too. Yeah, see, look at it on a weekly. That's a nice breakout right there. Nice breakout right there. A little choppy, but nonetheless, doesn't look bad. We would go right here to about 68, 165. Yeah, you can work with that. Affirm. Broke out. Nice consolidation. It would have been better on Friday, but it's still not too overdone. Still looks pretty darn good here. My wife will be with us on, she'll come to dinner on Thursday night. Murray's taking us out to dinner. She'll be there. Kane, is your wife coming?
No, not this time.
All right. Right here, about 71 Delta, 76.50. Right there. 17 days till expiration. Nice, very nice. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Good idea. Boeing, very choppy, very, very choppy, but not Bitcoin, Boeing. Perfect. And why does it keep? What is the ticker for Boeing? Boeing
BA.
You got it, BA.
That's what I thought it was. Why does Bitcoin keep popping up? What's going on here? You see how this is messed up?
I think if you go into the URL, you see where it says BAG25. You can just delete the G25 just into the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in futures right now.
You're on select commodity. That's why. On the right side.
Oh, let me go to stocks. No, same thing.
No?
Okay, let me try this. Let me try Ford. Okay, let me try Boeing now.
If you go up to the URL where it says barchart.com/stocks/quotes, just change
right here.
F to BA. Yeah.
He's right. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. Thank you, Kane. I appreciate that. Just proved my point. Yeah. Not a stock you want to date. This is not a day trading stock. More people have lost their ass on this stock day trading than anyone's other stock that I know. But it's a good swing trading stock. The market maker is vicious on this stock. And I mean vicious with a V. 3/7 expiration. 73 Delta. 177.50. And I've got JP Morgan. Chart looks delicious. Look at that. Now that's a good looking stock right there. That is a real good looking stock. And I do like the financials quite a bit. Can even buy a little more time on this one. 71 Delta, 270 call. That's a nice one. All right. That is all I have for you guys today. Let me just take a quick look at the SPY and see what the SPY is doing. Oh, yeah. There we go. Matt, strong trend today. Look at this. Now, this is the daily right here, so you can see it. I mean, it's looking okay on the daily, but this is untradeable garbage. 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 Complete garbage. Okay? Folks, the best thing you could do is wait till the end of day, which is what I'm doing today. I'm treating today much like a Monday. Volume is very, very low. As a matter of fact, 1 second, let me check. Yeah, so like 15 minutes ago, volume was about 8.8 million right now, real time. We're about halfway done with the day. Volume is 1/5 of its average daily volume right now. So, not very good at all. Look at RSP. Went up, but then look. MAGs misgained, mega caps lost. Mega caps lost. SMH, what is it doing? Nothing. Right at the VWAP. QQQ, right at the VWAP. No love there at all. Very, very, very depressing trading action. Not a lot of stuff going on. So, Kane, tell me. Let's shift to you, and maybe Matt can post. Maybe Matt can post a couple of links for us. But my question to you is this: when are we gonna have the getting started session?
The getting started, so the masterclass getting started session is tomorrow morning, but I am trading live this afternoon as well. So after we have our class together, not too long after that, I'll be trading it live.
That's what I wanted to hear. This is beautiful, 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 perfect. So we get a chance to go through this, folks. If you missed out, it's been one of the biggest sellers, if not the biggest seller. I think it's been the biggest seller this year at the pub. If you haven't checked it out yet, and Kane and I will go through some examples, show you guys, explain things, have a Q&A session. We're going to do that in about 14 minutes, okay? Please check it out. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing. I would be waiting till the end of day right now, Richard. I don't like this price action. I don't like this price action at all. I don't like this price action. You're not going to miss out on anything right now by staying out of the market, in my opinion. Okay. All right, guys. So please, please, please check out Kane and myself. We'll be there in 14 minutes. Get yourself. That's a good question. Well, you know what, Richie? I don't want to talk about it here because it's not a stock from this program. Remember our rule: we don't talk about existing trades. So let's not do that again. Let's not do that, Richie. Let's not do it. You should know better. You've been with me for a while. Yeah, we don't talk about existing trades. All right. Yeah, no edge. This will not give us an edge at all. Yeah, we can repost the link to the room at 1 o'clock. Thank you for that. And by the way, I have a class, I think tomorrow, cash flow. Do you have that link, Matt, or no? You have that? Post that here. That's for tomorrow. Let me see how Tesla's looking right now. Below the VWAP, coming down. Megs are coming down. Nah, I don't like it at all. Yeah, folks, I'd love to tell you that I'm really bullish right now, and I'd love to tell you that the market's looking fantastic right now, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just not. It's looking very right? Would you say that too, Kane? Very
I would, yeah, no, for sure. Today is just sit on your hands type of day.
Yeah. This is not a high probability day. And thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Brendan, for all you do. All right, guys, we'll see you in the other room, and we will see you there in 12 minutes flat. Thanks, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to fax this 1,000 and get back to what I need to do. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Hey, guys, thanks.